I'm going home, sit down, tell my old mama. Friends, sit down and tell my old mama. Going home, sit down and tell my mom. Go and sit down and tell my mom. That's no way for me to get along. These low-down women, mama, they treated your poor son wrong. Treated your poor son wrong. These low-down women treated your poor son wrong. These low-down women treated your poor son wrong. That's no way for me to get along. They treated me like my poor heart was made of rock of stone. Made of rock of stone. They treated me like my poor heart was made of stone. They treated me like my poor heart was made of stone. That's no way to get along. I stood on the roadside, crying along by myself, crying along by myself. I stood on the roadside crying along by myself. I stood on the roadside crying along by myself. And that's no way to get along. So this is the lesson for That's No Way to Get Along by Robert Wilkins, who recorded this song around 1928 on the guitar, not on the ukulele. So I made an arrangement for this song, and the original it's played in open D tuning, but we're gonna stay in, well, standard ukulele tuning, high G tuning, but I'm tuned a half step low, so G sharp, D sharp, sorry, G sharp, D sharp, B and F sharp. I repeat it in the video description below. And just on a little bit of history, this song was recorded also by the Rolling Stones under the name of Prodigal Son, because Robert Wilkins was rediscovered in the 60s, but he wouldn't sing any more blues, which is the music of the devil, he said. And he recorded only religious songs, well, religious lyrics, because his guitar arrangements remained just the same as he played before. So it was kind of bluesy gospel. So that's it for the history. And I tapped this song out, and you can get that tap for free if you have bought one of my ebooks, ukulele ebooks in the past. And how to do that is also explained in the video description below. But I think this is not a difficult song. Well, left-handed, right-hand might take some practice, but I'm sure you can learn this with this video only. Now, it's in fingerpicking style, so our thumb does a bass line, although we don't have a bass string, it's the highest string here. But the whole song I'm going to play what they call a dead thumb bass or a monotonic bass. So every beat my thumb will hit the top string, and not hard, not like that, but softly. It's your timekeeper. And the song is in the key of G. So we're using a regular G chord, a C chord, C7, and then it has a, well, you expect the 5 chord, which would be a D or D7, and that's not happening. Robert Wilkins gave this song, well, a real unique twist, and it's that what makes this song so great, I think. So let's start with the tablature with the first 2 measures, which is a simple introduction, and just need this finger on the 3rd fret and this finger on the 2nd fret of the 2nd and the 3rd string. third beat, I lift up my second finger so you have the open second string. I'm playing that twice. And then we go while we're stating more or less the melody, and we do that on the fifth string fifth fret first string and the sixth fret second string, and we're going to bend this. And in the tablature we'll see little arrows pointing upwards. It means do a bend. And back to our G chord. And I'm using my second finger on the second string, and I'm keeping it there and I'm sliding it back. So the index goes from the first string here to the third string here. And leave the second finger in its place, just slide it back so you have something to fall back on. I'm going to play that twice as well. And then it resolves in. One more time. And then we go into our C7 chords, and we're sliding open strings, fourth and third, and we're sliding into the third fret on the third string with our ring finger. And those last two measures were the same as in the introduction. That's our sort of kind of home base for us. We're returning always to that lick. So again, that C7, open second string, then fretting the third fret second string, and doing a pull off on the first string. Those two measures, number 8 and 9, I'm remaining in that C7 position, so to speak. And then open and back to our G chord. And then we're going, instead of the 5 chord, we're resolving in. You could do that with open, the melody is like this. But it sounds nicer if you do the same thing on the third string. And back to our G chord. So it's slide to the 4th fret third string, adding the 3rd fret second string, and moving up. Okay, now let's review slowly what we have so far. I'll play it twice, and I'll sing softly the second time through. Tell Mao, Mao, Mao. Going home, sit down and tell Mama. Going home, sit down and tell Mama. And that's no way to get along. It's kind of difficult to do the singing very slow, so you'll refer to the performance video to get that really right. And noticing that I'm using dynamics also when if you listen more carefully to the performance video, you will get that. And listening is half the battle. It's important to listen carefully, and then you'll understand better what you're playing. Okay, I did a solo based on the melody, and it goes like this. So we're sliding with our second finger to the 6th fret and do that bend, and we're keeping the bass 1, 2, 3, 4, and do the bass a little bit softer, then that bend will pop out more a bit. And then now you can do little bends and back to our G. And here that 19th measure is a sort of a small variation on what we played in the introduction and what we used in the rest of the song as well. And here I did alright, from the top the solo. And you see that 21st measure, I'm playing that 3 times, and a bit of accenting, and playing it slightly faster when we go along. And then slowing down again. Sorry, this is only once. And then back to our back to the C chord. And here I'm also starting slower and softer and gradually speeding up. I'm going to do that 3 times. So you're going to do 3 times. And then. And how should I say, the bass also gets a little stronger, the whole thing gets stronger when we do. And you can do variations here. It's really, you only have to play 2 bars of that G chord. But don't use the open 1st string or like G chord here. It sounds too upbeat, it sounds too lively, it sounds not bluesy. So I'm keeping that first chord string silent. Okay, and then, well, we did that 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and back. One more time, and 2 times, and back to our. Alright, that was basically the whole thing. And I hope you have fun with it. Take time to practice that bass. Because, well, if you don't do that in time, 1, 2, 3, 4, well, the whole thing falls apart, I'm afraid. That's the important about fingerpicking. Keep that rhythm going. And check out my YouTube channel. There are practice videos, well, lessons with free lessons also with tap, where I explain more about that bass, well, top string. Okay, have fun with this little tune.